This is a seminar on defending the biblical gospel. We will have several sessions, each of which deals with a basic topic in this area. Our first session deals with the reasons for defending the biblical gospel. Our first session is an apologetic for apologetics. In our second session, we'll deal with the existence of God, arguments for and against the existence of God. In our third session, we'll be talking about the philosophical question of whether you can even speak meaningfully about God, because there are philosophers today, analytical philosophers, who say that you can't even make sensible statements about God, and one of the reasons why they say this is the problem of evil. How can a good and all-powerful God exist when there is evil in the world? So our third session will take up the meaningfulness of the idea of God and the problem of evil. Then in our fourth session, we will be dealing with various aspects of the case for Jesus Christ. Actually, there will be 3 sessions related to Jesus Christ, and the first session will deal with the Trinity and the importance of historical evidence. Our second session concerning Jesus Christ will present the specific historical evidence that Jesus was the person he claimed to be. And our final session dealing with Jesus Christ, the 6th session in the total series, will deal with the problem of the miraculous. If miracles don't occur, then the historical evidence would not have much significance. So we need to deal with that very, very central problem of miracles. And then we will move on to the case for the Holy Scriptures, the case for the inerrancy of the Bible, because that's the Bible we're talking about. We're not talking about a Bible in which God stuttered. We're talking about a Bible in which He spoke clearly, and we'll be providing the evidence that that is exactly the nature of the Holy Scriptures. Beyond that, we will talk about the possibility of moving against the world of unbelief in an offensive manner. We don't want to be offensive in that sense of the term, but we want to take the offense and not simply sit back and answer objections that the unbeliever presents to us. And so we'll be dealing with the question as to why Jesus Christ is the answer. We'll show that secularists, no matter how they huff and puff, are just not able to get ultimate answers to the nature of things. It isn't that they lack energy or they lack good effort or that they lack sincerity. It's that they have 3 strikes against them from the beginning. Without a revelation from God, we simply can't make sense out of life. We'll be illustrating this particularly through the nature of history. We'll see that apart from Jesus Christ, history is indeed a tale told by an idiot signifying nothing. And at the end of our sessions, we'll talk about Christianity for the tender-minded and the defense of the faith for the tender-minded. What about those people who don't want to argue, who don't seem to care about a rational search for truth? They're interested in experience. What can be done for them? Is there any apologetic possible? You might very well think that all that could be done would be to give them tracts and leave it there. But there happens to be an apologetic technique, a very sophisticated one, that can be used with people whose major interest is getting satisfaction in life rather than searching for truth. Tonight, our first concern is to defend the defense of the faith. Now, you might very well ask, why bother with this? If you're listening to tapes of this kind or attending a session of this kind, obviously you think it's important. Maybe I'm engaged in that fallacy that the average preacher engages in constantly. He's up there preaching against the people who don't come to church. But of course, they're not the ones listening to him. Why are we concerned to defend the defense of the faith? Well, the reason is that most Christians today
Sample complete. Ready to continue?